While we were trying to get me admitted into a school, the schools refused because I had a disability.
Really?
Yeah. So I have this condition called arthrogryposis multiplex congenita, and I know it's a bit of tongue twister. Since I also create disability memes myself,
Interesting. Please tell me more about this. They say some people are born to change the course of things. Our today's guest is someone who has helped reshape how disability is understood, influencing policies, building inclusive innovations, and giving visibility to experiences long ignored. It's an honor to welcome Kavya Mukhija.
hi Divya, thank you so much.
To start with, please let us know a little about yourself and where exactly are you right now?
I am a disability rights advocate. I am also a former Chevening scholar. I've just graduated from UCL, and currently I'm working on a report for the Supreme Court of India as a project associate with an organization called Astha. So I have this condition called arthrogryposis multiplex congenita, and I know it's a bit of tongue twister. So we call it AMC for short. It basically means that my muscles are weak and I have joint contractures across my body. So while we were trying to get me admitted into a school, the schools refused because I had a disability.
Really?
Yeah.
How? Please help me make it make sense.
It doesn't, unfortunately, and I don't have anything to make it sense, but this is how it was. So while the schools refused, my mom was asked to be there in the school with me.
The entire time?
Yes, the entire time. She had to quit her job for
No
that.
way.
Unfortunately, yes. So it was my dream to pursue higher education abroad for a very long time. I tried applying after I had completed school after grade 12, but I couldn't make it.
Yeah.
I couldn't apply even because of the circumstances. And after that, after I completed my first master's, I applied for pursuing higher education in the UK and the US. And of course, I got accepted in all the universities.
Oh, that's awesome in all of them.
Yeah.
What drew you towards UK as a study destination?
So firstly, I think it was the course that I wanted to pursue. The course on disability design and innovation
Yeah.
is not available anywhere in the world. And finally, I also realized that UK is one of the most accessible places in the world.
Is it?
Yes, it is one of the most wheelchair accessible places in the world. And with my friends as well, I traveled a lot. We used to hop on to cafes, restaurants.
Oh, yeah?
And I did grocery shopping for the first time on my own when I was
In
in
UK. Yeah. Okay. How would you describe the academic environment that you experienced in the UK?
So basically, our course structure was structured around the studies that the GDI Hub has conducted across the world. The teachers were very supportive, the professors were very supportive.
Right.
Yeah, I think the skills that I took from there, I am using them actively. So it opened up partnerships, it opened up areas of work that were not there earlier. So anyone who's been looking at it, they should definitely aim for a degree in the UK because it prepares you for the world.
So, like every journey has a set of its own challenges. What were your hurdles that you faced while you were studying abroad?
So one was the cultural contrasts that we experienced.
Of course.
The other was some visa complications while we were applying for my mother's visa, but I'm very glad that the British Council, Chevening, all of them came together for support,
Yeah.
and she could make it to the UK with me in the end.
Also, Kavya, I have one question. Maybe this is for parents, those who are watching this right now. So, their concern being around their child's safety and what will be the outcome and the value?
I think those are very valid concerns in terms of safety. That could be a concern, but there are protocols in place. There are support mechanisms in place that students can reach out to. In terms of value creation, I think parents need to know that they're not sending their children away, they're sending their children forward.
I think this is what I wanted to hear today. So, for students who are in India or South Asia trying to apply UK for their higher education, what initial steps would you recommend them to follow?
I would certainly recommend consulting with organizations like the British Council, who also have sessions on information sharing sessions for students.
Yeah.
So that's like your one-stop destination to get all your doubts cleared. Apart from Chevening, there are several other scholarships also. For example, Women in STEM Scholarship or the Great Scholarship. And definitely be in touch with the British Council. Check out their website for all links and all updates. And that would be of great help.
One leap of faith that you took in UK.
So my dissertation talked about disability humor, which is
Disability humor.
yes.
Interesting. Please tell me more about.
When we look at humor and when we club it with disability, we often see that it becomes derogatory and discriminatory towards people with disabilities.
Right.
But when we look at the community themselves, people with disabilities use a lot of forms of humor to actually make sense of their experiences, connect with community, and also bring about social change.
Yeah.
So I dived into this deeper, and since I also create disability memes myself, I wanted to understand what do people with disabilities in India feel about disability humor, and how do they see that?
How was the response?
I got a distinction on my dissertation.
Oh my God. All right. If you have to overall club your UK experience in one sentence, what would it be?
Transformational. It was one of the best experiences that I had, and it made me meet a version of myself that I did not know was there. The one that was more confident, a little more empathetic, a little more adventurous.
So, listening to her journey, one thing is very clear, that the real change doesn't come from a single moment. Rather, it comes from showing up and having consistency, which follows your pattern of going with the flow again and again and again. Through learning, leadership, and unwavering commitment to inclusion, she has turned education into action and experience into impact. Thank you, Kavya, for reminding us that when opportunity meets intention, it can truly change the course of things.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here today.